Hello guys, it's me again, your friend Scott or Mr. CNT, and this time ang pag-uusapan natin ay yung travel nga namin sa Hong Kong. Yes, nag-travel kami ng DUPH KBS family sa Hong Kong recently, and it was really fun. Hindi ko lang masabi.
Nga nga! Damon!
The travel was really fun and exciting kasi nga first time na nag-travel ang DUPH KBS family na magkakasama kami. So anyway, ang main purpose nga pala ng paggawa ko ng vlog na ito is to tell you how we travel to Hong Kong on a budget. Okay? So umpisahan natin. Book your ticket or your airfare at least 45 days before the intended travel. Kasi mas makakamura kayo pag binook nyo yung ticket nyo ahead. As in, sobrang makakamura kayo. Ako, I use AirAsia sa pagbubook ng ticket kasi nga, they give sobrang affordable na airfare. Kaya, if you want to travel to, to different countries or particularly sa Asia, ako, ang suggestion ko lang is to go to AirAsia to book your ticket. Make sure that your passport is actually 6 months ang validity para makapag-travel kayo. Kasi nga, hahanapin nila, tsaka they need, at least yung mga may bakanting page doon kung saan pwede nilang stamp yung entry nyo doon sa immigration. Look for yung very affordable accommodation. It's not bad to look for a hostels. Or kung may friends kayo na pwedeng mag-accommodate sa'yo, mas maganda siguro yun, di ba? Pero if you are booking an accommodation, ako, I use Agoda. And Agoda actually, kaya lang I use Agoda kasi I can book for myself or I can book for someone else. And napakarami talagang napaka-affordable na prices na nakikita ko pag nagbubook ako sa Agoda. Pag mag-travel kayo, make sure na dumating kayo sa airport 4 hours before ng flight ninyo. It's because dadaan pa kayo sa mga process like sa immigration, sa security. Siyempre maghihintayan pa kayo, hanapin nyo pa yung gate ninyo. Yun yung mga ganong klase. So, at least 4 hours before the flight, andun na kayo sa airport. Tapos, when you arrive at the airport, make sure to pay your travel tax or yung airport fees. Andito yung computations niya. Ito, sana makita niyo rito. Ayan. Or you can do your research kasi baka mabago nga eh. This is 2019, baka magbago pa sila, di ba? When traveling, lalo-lalo na kung less than a week lang naman yung travel nyo, make sure to travel light. Make sure to travel na ang dala-dala nyo lang eh 1 carry-on luggage at saka isang bag nyo lang na pwede nyong ilagay sa ilalim ng upuan, kasi yung carry-on luggage ilalagay nyo sa overhead bin. So, make sure to travel light. Kasi pag nagdala kayo ng malaking luggage, magbabayad kayo ng 1,600 for check-in fee. So, you don't wanna do that. Pambawas na naman yung sa mabibili nyong pasalubong, di ba? So, make sure to travel light. And when you are in the airport, may mga kiosk na ngayon kasi sa airport ngayon na where you can actually print your boarding pass. So, don't be afraid to ask them or don't be afraid to ask for help kung paano mag-board o mag-print ng boarding pass ninyo. Plus, mas convenient yung pag na-print nyo na yung boarding pass ninyo kasi hindi na kayo pipila. Punta lang sa kiosk, pindot, and then that's it, lalabas na yung boarding pass ninyo. After nyong na-print yung boarding pass ninyo, you have to go to the immigration because they will ask you gaano kakatagal mo wala. It's just random questions. And after nyo makalabas sa immigration, papapuntahin nila kayo doon sa gate ninyo. So, bibigyan kayo ng specific gate, tapos maghihintay lang kayo doon until natawagin na o mag-boarding na nga kayo. And, since sa Hong Kong nga kami nagpunta, pag dumating kayo sa Hong Kong, doon sa mismong airport, makakabili kayo ng octopus card, which is this. Now, itong octopus card na ito kasi, napaka-essential nito pag nasa Hong Kong kayo. Why? Because you can use this sa lahat ng transportations nila. For example, MTR, yung sa buses, sa trams, sa ferries. And what's good about this octopus card is pwede mo siyang gamitin pagbili ng kahit na anong bagay. It's some sort of a debit card na ginagamit sa Hong Kong na itatap mo lang siya, tapos mabibili mo na yung mga bagay. But make sure na mapupondohan mo ito. Kasi pag binili mo yung octopus card, you have to pay 150 Hong Kong dollars plus $50 or Hong Kong dollar for deposit na makukuha mo rin or refundable pagpabalik ka na ng Pilipinas or pagpalabas ka na ng Hong Kong. Pero ako kasi, ginawa kong souvenir yung octopus card kaya hindi ko na binalik. Haha! And guys, when you arrive in Hong Kong, maghanap kayo ng SIM card na good for, you know, yung length lang o duration ng stay ninyo doon sa Hong Kong. Huwag kayong bibili sa airport kasi sa airport mas mahal. So pag lumabas na kayo, doon sa mga street ng Hong Kong, lalo na doon sa Nathan Road or basta yung sa mismo Mongkok area, ang dami nyong mabibilihan ng SIM card doon na napakamura na magagamit nyo when you are in Hong Kong. Going to Hong Kong, bumili na kayo ng currencies ninyo sa Pilipinas, sa bangko o sa black market. Meron ng mga, mabibilihan kayo ng Hong Kong dollar. Here are my tips pag pupunta kayo mag-abroad kayo or pupunta kayo ng Hong Kong. Kasi a lot of people are scared to go out of the country because of three things. One, yung visa, baka hindi daw sila ma-approve. Two, yung budget. And three, because it's a foreign land. Sa visa naman kasi, you don't have to worry if you are a Philippine passport holder because you can actually go to 66 countries na visa-free or visa upon arrival. So, try to go to those places muna kasi pag meron na ka ng mga tatak ng kung saan ka pupunta, like for example, lahat nung sa Hong Kong, sa Singapore na all visa-free, and then pupunta ka sa mga lugar na merong visa, mas madali kang makakuha ng visa. It's because marami ka ng tatak doon sa passport mo. Sa budgeting, a lot of you are actually scared of, budgeting kasi akala nyo, pag nag-travel ka, kailangan marami kang pera, marami kang pondo. Like me, a lot of you were thinking na siguro napakayaman ko o napakarami kong pera, napakarami kong pondo, kaya ako nakapag-travel around the world. That's not the case. While most of my travels were sponsored, kaya wala akong gastos, I live a simple life. Live simple, travel a lot. Yan ang patakaran ko o yan ang mantra ko para makapag-travel ako or I can see around the world, di ba? You can also go out on a package tour kasi when you travel on a group, mas mura talaga. Let's talk about traveling on a group first. When you travel with a group, makakatipid ka na sa accommodation kasi paghahati-hatian nyo yun. Makakatipid ka pa sa food kasi pwede kayong mag-share-share na lang. Tapos when you travel on a group, mas kampante ka kasi hindi ka mapapabayaan ng mga kagrupo mo, di ba? So, make sure to travel on a group para mas makatipid kayo. Or, meron ding mga tour packages. Yung tour packages kasi, there are disadvantages and advantages of getting a tour package. Ang disadvantage nun, masyadong limited yung time mo. Kasi normally, they would pick you up at the airport or at the hotel at 9 o'clock and may had kayo pabalik ng 7 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So wala ka ng time para maggala-gala. So yan ang isa sa mga disadvantages ng travel or package tour. Pero ang advantage naman ng package tour, kasama na yung airfare, accommodation, food sometimes, transportation. Kasi nga, it's on a schedule, so and since it's a package, it's a group, talagang they make sure to it na ma-accommodate lahat ng mga tao, kaya mas matipid pag nag-travel ka on a package. Save for it kasi a budget of 10,000 pesos for a 3-day tour, it's not bad, di ba? Lalo-lalo kung nakatipid ka na sa ticket at nakatipid ka sa accommodation. When you're in Hong Kong, maraming mga places doon or mga accommodations doon na pwede mong puntahan if you are really on a budget. If you're on a budget, pwede kang kumuha ng hostels Kasi mga hostels talagang, they are very affordable. Pero kung ikaw lang at saka yung, or dalawa lang kayo, tatlo kayo, tapos kaya nyo namang mag-chip in to pay for a nice hotel, why not? Pero sa Hong Kong area at saka Tsim Sha Tsui, talagang napakaraming hostels doon. Kasi most of the time when you travel, nasa labas ka lang talaga. Gala ka lang naman ng gala. So, an affordable hostel is actually good when you travel. Eat like a local. Kasi karamihan ng mga locals, syempre alam nila kung saan sila makakatipid. And Hong Kong actually napakaraming places na pwede kang kumain like a local. So, mag-research ka na lang, i-research mo kung saan ka pwedeng kumain ng mas makakamura ka na maraming local na nagpupunta. Ito naman, kasi alam naman natin, karamihan ng mga Filipinos, hindi mawawala ang pasalubong pag nagta-travel ka. So, sa Hong Kong, what's funny about that is that you can actually make tawad from 50% off to 70% or even sometimes 80% off. Kasi I got a bag for myself na 300 Hong Kong dollars siya pero nabili ko lang ng 120 Hong Kong dollars, di ba? Tawaran, super tawaran pero talagang sigawan pa nga minsan. Pero nakuha ko siya ng 120. And when you are in Hong Kong, there are so many places where you can go to. Andyan ang Hong Kong Disneyland, andyan yung mga temples, pero nagpunta lang kami sa 10,000 Buddha. Thank you nga pala kay Kissables Cha and Kissables May for accommodating us. Sobra kami nagpapasalamat sa kanila kasi imagine, they spend time with us na kahit na alam namin na may trabaho sila, pero nagpaalam sila sa boss nila. Tapos, tinreat pa nila kami. Sobra talaga. As in, tinreat pa nila kami. Kumain kami sa isang restaurant. And then, may baon pa silang food for us. And then, bigyan pa nila kami ng pang-incense namin when we went to 10,000 Buddhas. Kaya, I love this Kissable. Sobra ko silang love talaga. Kaya, thank you so much, Cha. And thank you so much, May, for accommodating us. Sobra yung mga ginawa niyo sa amin. As in, nakakataba talaga, nakakatsabi ng puso. Nakita rin namin yung mga vloggers doon, si Igorota Vloggers at saka si Darling Luna. Sobra din yung accommodation sila sa amin. Binigyan pa nila kami ng t-shirt. Talagang sobra. Napaka-thankful namin dahil binigyan kami ng t-shirt tapos nag-buffet pa kami na sila pa yung nag-treat sa amin. Nakakahiya pero sobrang thankful kami kasi as in, they made their way para lang makita kami and makapag-collaborate kami. Kahit na hindi nag-vlog si Darling Luna, pero ang saya-saya lang kasi full of fun ang pagkikita namin talaga doon, yung collaboration namin. Thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe to Igorota Vlog and Darling Luna. And pag nasa Hong Kong kayo, bukod sa mga buses, MTR nila, don't forget to ride sa tram. Coming from Causeway to Central, mag-tram kayo. Medyo mabagal lang yung pero it would tour you around the area. Tapos, from Central, lakad kayo ng konti, pupunta kayo doon papunta ng parang yung ferry nila. So, from Central, going to Tsim Sha Tsui, yun ang napaka-exciting na pupuntahan. At napakagandang sumakay ng ferry at night kasi makikita mo yung skyline ng Hong Kong. Super memorable at saka pag may jowa ka and you are with your loved ones or with your family, it was really a romantic and awesome experience for your family and for your loved ones. So much for that, guys. All in all, the Hong Kong experience was really fun and siguro babalik pa rin kami. And sa mga Filipinos na gusto mag-travel on a budget, going to Hong Kong is as easy as that. Siyempre, kailangan mo rin pag-ipunan, pero kung makakatipid ka and you go out with a group, it's really worth going to Hong Kong. Fun, full of fun. Ang dami. It's eventful, maraming nangyari. Pero all in all, to sum it up, the travel was really fun. And I enjoyed traveling with them. And hopefully, mas marami pa kaming travel na magagawa soon.